hairlines on the forehead. So typically I work out my number 11s first, so I would check out that video first if you haven't seen it, just because it really does a good job of setting the stage for the rest of the muscles in the forehead. So what I like to do is start with my small brush, and with the brush end I am going to do nice and gentle circles across all of the lines. So if you have a line, you're going to go across the whole entire thing. So with my forehead, I essentially am going to do small little circles across the whole entire area. Like to get into the hairline, especially if the wrinkle goes right to the hairline. Okay, so after I've done a little bit of work just to give that initial supple feeling, I don't really want to go into my muscles and dig deep for them right away. I like to give a little bit of suppleness. It shouldn't take very long. Then to get deeper into the wrinkles, the next tool that I'm going to use is the small rake and the tooth brass cylinder. So what I like to do then is think about the wrinkles here and being able to connect and reconnect the muscle fibers. So what I do is, starting with the rake on either side of the wrinkle, I'm crossing it. Fairly gentle at this point in time. The first pass is really just going across the wrinkle in a nice gentle way, and then I'm going to get in a little bit deeper into some of the areas that have a little bit more tension in them, that haven't really released as well as I would have liked them to with some of the other techniques. So here I just get in a little bit deeper. I use the little rake side, and it's such a great way to get into some of those finer details of the muscle and the fascia fiber. So what I like to do then is, with a little bit more pressure, I'm going to very nice and gently glide through the entire wrinkle. Classic example of where I found a little bit more tension. It's in the mind area, so that isn't surprising. So I just take note of that, and we'll come back to that a little bit later. Okay, so you can see that I've given myself a few little tracks here, and none of that was hurting me or impleasurable. It felt really pleasurable. It felt like it was getting deeper into my muscle. It felt like I could feel actually the release in my whole entire head. So again, my forehead has pretty hard skin. There's a lot of tension in it, so I need to make sure that I get out that tension. Now, the other end, the tooth brass cylinder, is the perfect tool to use after I've done this work, because the little tool part does a better job of even getting deeper into some of those muscles. So again, we're just gonna roll over the whole entire area, going in a horizontal fashion and a vertical fashion. You can even speed this up. So I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I'm happy with how things are looking. I have much softer skin on my forehead. It feels like it's actually a part of my face. I can feel it now, which is amazing. But I want to get deeper into some of these areas that tend to give me a little bit more tension. So now's the perfect time to actually grab out my little hammer and start giving my head zone a little bit of therapy. Okay, so yes, I definitely do this in order to help me get rid of the forehead wrinkles. So I'm going to do the nervous system and the head zone. So 4 points here, and all in through this head zone. So that's just a quick little routine to even get me to relax a little bit more and take out the tensions that were making me in my forehead area. So the next tool that I like to use is the beauty pad, and to get into some of those areas that are a little bit more tough, I use again sort of this kneading motion with the bigger tool, and nice circles. Okay, so once I get to this stage, that's when I'm ready to put on my serum or my face oil and go the next stage. Okay, so once I've put the facial oil on, I'm going back to my small brush and my smooth brass cylinder. So at this point, after I've put on a little facial oil, I'm going to be working the forehead in this general direction. I do add a little bit more pressure here, but in more of a massaging type of way. So I'll show you here first. Essentially, I apply the pressure, but I go much faster as I move through the face. And I want to make sure that I get out into the hairline. Then I use the brass cylinder for the tips of how I work my own personal wrinkles. Even though I haven't completely got rid of them, I feel like my face belongs to me. I feel like I look youthful in my skin.